Hi, welcome to the May 2021 Bourne Review. I'm Susan Barlow. First, some headline news and announcements. Town buildings are open to the public. June 1st is the first day that all town buildings are welcoming people back. This means Town Hall, the library, the community building, all of our town buildings. Fully vaccinated people are not required to wear a mask. The Concerts on the Canal series is back this summer. The Chamber of Commerce announced specific dates and times for the concerts. They will be held from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. July 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, as well as August 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. The Cape Cod Canal Day will be held in Buzzards Bay Park on September 18th. The event was not held last year due to the pandemic, so this will be the third year it is held. It will be from 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Over 5,000 people attended the celebration in 2019. Starting in June, Friends of the Falmouth Dogs, which also serves Bourne, expects to have dogs available for adoption that are brought up from foster homes and rescues in the southern states. This will be a new process for the Friends of Falmouth Dogs, and they are very excited to join other groups in Massachusetts, providing loving homes for some wonderful dogs. Keep an eye out on their Facebook page and website for more information. Friends of Falmouth Dogs are open Wednesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to noon and 4 to 6 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to noon, and Sunday from 4 to 6. Call for an appointment. The Barnstable County Fair has announced it will be back this summer. Be sure to save the dates, July 19th through the 25th. At the main stage on Monday, July 19th, it will feature the voice runner-up Emily Roberts. Tuesday will be Teen Demo. Wednesday will be the Demolition Derby, always popular, and Thursday will feature Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters. Friday, it's the Guess Who, and headliner Saturday is Earth to Mars. It's a Bruno Mars cover band. Cape Cod hospitals need blood. Especially urgent is their need of type O blood, which can be used for any patient regardless of their blood type. Appointments are required at all blood drives. To make an appointment, please visit capecodhealth.org, give-blood. It was a cold and wet Memorial Day weekend on the Cape. On Saturday, young and old volunteers placed 80,000 flags on grave sites to honor those buried at the National Cemetery in Bourne. The 49th annual Falmouth Road Race, one of America's premier running events of the summer season, announced it will host a field of 8,000 in-person runners for its upcoming event on Sunday, August 15th. Those who registered during the initial registration window and selected, if given the chance, I would like to run in Falmouth, will be guaranteed a place within the limited in-person field. Runners who have not yet registered but are looking to secure a guaranteed in-person spot can do so by registering to run on behalf of a charity. A comprehensive list of 164 charitable organizations is available by visiting falmouthroadrace.com/charity-program. For more info on general registration, please visit falmouthroadrace.com. High winds delayed the departure of the Kennedy from Mass Maritime by one day. The ship left on May 30th and will return on June 23rd. Upon departing Taylor's Point, the vessel will head south to Mayaguez, Puerto Rico for anchoring drills and then back north, coming into New York City, up the East River, and out Long Island Sound. The arrival approach will be from the east end of the Cape Cod Canal, the Sandwich end, and pull forward into its berth at Mass Maritime once again. The Aptucxet Garden Club of Bourne held its annual plant sale the day before Mother's Day. About 100 people showed up to buy Mother's Day gifts and plants for their gardens. Also available was knife sharpening and glass art by member Jane Urso. Is a commuter rail coming to Bourne? Join the discussion. The Cape Cod Metropolitan Planning Organization will discuss plans to connect the region to the commuter rail during a virtual meeting at 5:30 p.m. on June 9th. to discuss two options. The meeting is open to the public through the Cape Cod Commission's website or by phone at 929-205-6099 and entering the meeting ID 961-1903-7671. There are two proposals. One would provide weekday service from Buzzards Bay to Wareham to Middleborough. The other would add service at a station in Bourne south of the Cape Cod Canal. There would also be trips directly to and from South Station in Boston at select times outside of normal weekday operation. Now for our top stories. Here are the results from your votes from the May 18th town election. In the contested races, the winners are: for Selectman race, Finance Committee Chairwoman Mary Jane Mastrangelo won in a landslide, replacing Jim Potter, and Jared McDonald was re-elected to the Select Board. William Meyer won the race for the Board of Health seat. Myself and Susan Schmidt won the race for Library Trustees. George Sala was re-elected, and Louis Gallo of the Planning Board were winners of the two seats available for the Recreation Authority. After close to 10 years of planning, fundraising, and hard work, the Aptucxet Trading Post Museum Historic District was placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the National Park Service, Department of the Interior. Congratulations to the Bourne Historical Society. Alyssa Botello of Fairhaven just released her new short film entitled To Dust All Return. It was filmed at the Aptucxet Trading Post. I met with Alyssa last month to discuss her film.
Hey, my name is Alyssa Botello. I'm from Fairhaven, Massachusetts, which is about 30 minutes away from Bourne, and I'm a student filmmaker. I go to the University of Rhode Island, and I'm actually graduating this May, so it's my senior year. And for my grand capstone project, I decided to make something set in the 1700s, which of course is a lot of fun, but posed a lot of logistical questions. The first being, where are we going to set this thing? Where is the location going to be? And in early January of this year, 2021, I was thinking about, all right, who can I reach out to? Who are my connections for different historical places? And the first thing I thought of was a town near me called Dartmouth. And I got to scope out this little house, but one of the main problems is that it was off of a main road, which is not good for sound, and it was very small, like very, very small. And I was thinking about a crew of 15 people wouldn't be able to operate and move and get all the angles we needed. And then, of course, COVID, huge logistical nightmare, meant that we couldn't cram all these people in one room. So that one was out. But she led me to a couple of other locations in this area, one of them being the Hoxie House in Sandwich. So I checked that one out, and that one was beautiful. It was, you know, everything I wanted, but it was off of a main road, which again isn't good for sound. And there was a few other logistical things like electricity and all that kind of stuff that you need to make a film. And the third one, the third time's the charm, was the Aptucxet Trading Post here in Bourne. I got in contact with Joya Dimmick of the Bourne Historical Society, and she led me through the process of, I got to scope it out. I think it was early February. I got to go inside and check out the rooms. And right away I was like, all right, this is the one. We have to go. I was anticipating having to have this big meeting with my producers about, all right, which location do we pick? I don't know, but as soon as I got inside this building, I just knew that this is where the film would be set. So Joya was a huge help throughout the entire process. I had so many questions about, you know, electricity and plugs and the fireplace, and could we use certain furniture that's inside there already, certain props, because the main thing about this film is I didn't want it to look like a couple of kids putting on like a Halloween show. You know, people in little costumes and fakey little props and stuff like that. That's not what I wanted at all. So she told me that there's a lot of replicas in there that we could use, and we did end up using those, so you can see that in the film, which is awesome. And then my props guy, who's just really amazing with crafting things from scratch. His name is Todd Migliacci, and he works with local theater groups and stuff. He made a lot of props to complement what was already in there. And it's funny because when you see the film, you can't really tell what's from the Aptucxet Trading Post and what's from us, just created out of thin air. And even a few times during production, we were like, oh, where did that bucket go? Oh no, we have to find it. We were like, wait, is this the Aptucxet Trading Post or is this ours? You know, it just all meshed together really well. And same thing goes for the costumes and the hair and makeup. That was led by Claudia Nagalia and Deborah Roderick, and they're just really talented, and you'll see that it just goes with the structure. Everything complements each other, and that's because of just a lot of research and preparation that went into the months before. The two main characters, Amity Smith and Enoch Adley, have this conversation in front of the fireplace, and that fireplace almost acts like a third main character, because you'll see that throughout the film, which is about this young girl living alone whose mother has been sent away, and this powerful man who's friends with her father comes to visit her, and he's basically he's tiptoeing around the fact that he thinks she's a witch. That's what the film is about. It's very heavy on dialogue and figuring out the tension that's happening between them, and the fireplace is very symbolic of the ebb and flow of their conversation. So when things get heated, the fireplace gets heated, so you can hear that fire roaring in the background. So, you know, when we were looking at locations, you look at this fireplace, it's like, you can't get any better than this. It's just incredible, which just leads me to think that, you know, when you think of film, when you think of filmmaking, you probably picture California and Hollywood and, you know, the fame and the walk of stars and celebrities. But it's actually not so true. There's a lot of independent filmmakers in this area, especially. If you just look a little bit closer, you'll see that there's this huge, beautiful community of independent filmmakers who are taking advantage of the resources that are here for us. And for me, I knew that the pandemic posed a lot of issues and that a lot of student filmmakers weren't even carrying out their plans. They were going with stuff that was much simpler. And I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make something set in the 1700s, because when you look at this area, we just have, you know, so many structures, so much resources available to us that people in, say, Grand California don't have. So this is a piece, To Dust I'll Return, that I'm really excited to enter into film festivals in this area, but also, you know, throughout the nation and possibly even the world, because it's just something that's so visually interesting on screen that not everybody has.
Our Board of Sewer Commissioners held 2 public Zoom meetings on May 26th and 27th to discuss Bourne's comprehensive wastewater management plan being prepared by the recently hired environmental partners. The meetings were well attended. Major concerns were voiced about the expanded use of Mass Maritime Academy's outfall pipe into the canal. Many residents were shocked to learn that Mass Maritime is currently dumping 77,000 gallons of partially treated wastewater into the canal daily, greatly increasing the amount of damaging nitrogen in our waters. Susan Baroncini of Aptucxet is concerned about the Buzzards Bay Coalition's plan to expand the Wareham treatment facility into a major regional treatment plant and running a pipe from the expanded plant to the Mass Maritime outfall pipe, increasing the volume of treated wastewater into the canal to 3.5 to 10 million gallons per day. Is not far enough out into the ocean and much too close to where people are engaged in water activities such as shellfishing, swimming, fishing, kayaking, etc. The pipe, she thinks, needs to be far away from the local people as much as possible. The Biden administration approved the first large-scale offshore wind farm in the United States, a project that envisions building 62 turbines off Martha's Vineyard, creating enough electricity to power 400,000 homes. Vineyard Wind is the first of several massive offshore wind farm proposals that could put more than 3,000 wind turbines in the Atlantic Ocean from Maine to North Carolina. The Biden administration has committed to processing the other 13 projects under federal review by 2025 in an attempt to meet the administration's ambitious goal of producing 30,000 megawatts of electricity from offshore wind by 2030, which would power about 10 million homes. Here's what's happening downtown. Maria Lever, President and CEO of the Canal Region Chamber of Commerce, held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the grand opening of Mick's Main Scoop restaurant at 100 Main Street in Buzzards Bay Park. Mick's had a soft opening on May 7th. It is in a brand new building on the former site of the old Cruatai restaurant, which has moved across the street.
Maria Lever from the Cape Cod Canal Region Chamber, and guess why we're here today? We got a great crowd for Mick's Main Scoop on Main Street, Buzzards Bay. Have a applause while I'm eating. They have the best ice cream. They've got chicken, hamburgers, french fries. They got all kinds of food. And burgers. No burgers. No burgers. Hey, what do I know, right? I know they have ice cream. I want to introduce George Slade and Peter Meyer, who's our selectman, and I appreciate you coming very much. And MJ is our esteemed selectman who was just recently elected. MJ Mastrangelo. Glenn Cannon from the town of Bourne. All the ambassadors of the chamber, Corinne Moore from the planning department, and Jen, and everybody else, and Vinny, Mackenzie, and Noreen, and Michaela, who are the owners of Mick's Scoop. Mick's Main Scoop. All right, I'm going to get this right sooner or later. So with that, we're going to go cut the ribbon. Where's the big scissors? I have them. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Underground Fitness has opened their new fitness studio at 125 Main Street. It's a boutique group fitness, indoor cycling, and yoga studio. Visit underground.com with 2 Ds for more info, or call them or text them at 774-247-0070. A new bicycle shop is preparing to move into the old TD Bank building at 121 Main Street. Watch out, Amazon! The new Footprints Cafe, a new bookstore located at 43 Main Street, has opened its doors for business, soon to offer specialty coffee that can be enjoyed while looking for your new book. Footprints Cafe is where you go to lose your mind and find your soul, a place that feels like home. You can order books online or in person. To whet our appetite and imagination, and to cause much speculation and wish lists for what type of restaurant people want to have on Main Street, this sign appeared on the door of the former Buzzards Bay Tavern. Here is an update on COVID-19 and our race to vaccinate and reopen. Governor Baker announced that on May 29th, all restrictions in all businesses and industries except public transportation, hospitals and nursing homes and congregate settings, capacity will be 100%. The official state of emergency is scheduled to end on June 15th. Baker proposes a few measures to be extended, such as temporary suspension of the open meeting law requirements and permitting for expanded outdoor dining this summer, and some billing protections for COVID-19 patients. Masks will be required for vaccinated and unvaccinated people in both private and public transportation and at the hubs of those transportation centers, so buses and bus stops, planes and airports, ride-sharing services such as Lyft and Uber, trains and train stations, and also in all health care facilities from hospitals to doctors' offices and congregate care places such as nursing homes and in the K through 12 public schools. Private businesses, stores, etc. can make their own decisions as to mask requirements. Dr. Fauci has said there isn't a don't wear a mask mandate. If you feel safer wearing a mask, then go ahead. Please respect the personal choice of whether to wear a mask or not. The latest vaccine report shows the number of residents who are fully vaccinated has risen to 3.72 million in Massachusetts. Another 746,751 people have received one dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine. Need a vaccine? Well, appointments are easy to get and conveniently located. There are hundreds of appointments available both day and night times at places nearest you. Some CVS pharmacies are also offering walk-in COVID vaccinations with no appointments needed. COVID numbers are going down all over the Cape and we're heading toward a great summer. Look how many convenient appointments are available at our local CVS at Head of the Bay Road. As more convenient venues for vaccinations increase, the mass vax sites will be shutting down. Gillette will be shutting down on June 14th. The last mass vax site will close on July 30th, which will be the old Circuit City in Dartmouth. For Barnstable County leads the state in vaccinations. Here are the current coronavirus numbers in area towns as of the last 2 weeks of May. Barnstable, 48 new cases, a positivity rate of 2.29%. Bourne has 17 new cases, a positivity rate of 0.76%. Fantastic. Falmouth has 32 new cases, a positivity rate of 2.39%. Mashpee with 20 new cases, a positivity rate of 2.82%. Plymouth has 41 new cases, a positivity rate of 1.16%. Sandwich has 13 new cases, a positivity rate of 1.35%. Wareham has 24 new cases, a positivity rate of 1.17%. Here are the Massachusetts town-by-town vaccination rates as of June 3rd. Of the 338 towns, Falmouth ranks 67th in the state. Barnstable ranks 75th in the state. Bourne 146th in the state. Mashpee ranks 159th in the state. Sandwich ranks 166th in the state. Plymouth ranks 187th in the state. And Wareham ranks 299th in the state. Need a COVID test? Also available at some CVS pharmacies, including the one at Head of the Bay Road in Buzzards Bay, and Walgreens locations, as well as Falmouth Hospital, Cape Cod Hospital, and Toby Hospital. For more information on area testing, visit barnstablecountyhealth.org. Here's an update on services. The Bourne Recycling Center and landfill is now open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Bourne DPW asks people to position their trash and recycling barrels 3 feet apart with the handles facing away from the street. Here's what's happening at the library. The library is now open to the public and they'd love to see you in person. Fully vaccinated people do not have to wear a mask in the library. The library had a fantastic turnout for the spring book sale held on May 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So many books were donated for the book sale that they had to cancel the second day of drop-offs. The book sale made $1,700. Curbside is still available, but feel free to come in and browse. The Bulbs for Books fundraiser is back. Go to bournelibrary.org to purchase bulbs to support your library. Bourne Food Pantry accepts food donations and monetary donations. Send money to Friends of the Bourne Food Pantry, P.O. Box 144, Buzzards Bay 02532. The pantry is located at 20 Commerce Park in Aptucxet. It's open 9 a.m. to noon on Tuesdays. For more information, call the pantry at 508-759-3351 or follow them on Facebook. If you're in need of Meals on Wheels or if you can volunteer to deliver meals, please call Elder Services of Cape Cod at 508-394-4630. Here are some beautiful photos taken by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. Here's a look at the calendar. June 10th, the library presents a Zoom talk on Lyme disease. Authorities warn that due to a mild winter, this will be a very big year for ticks. Register to receive the Zoom link at falmouthpubliclibrary.org/events. On June 12th, Friends of the Food Pantry are having a craft fair at the Sagamore Inn from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. June 19th, from 9 to 1, a hazardous waste collection event will be held at the Falmouth High School. June 20th is opening day for the Cape Cod Baseball League and the Bourne Braves. The Bourne Braves are part of the renowned Cape Cod Baseball League, which is the #1 summer collegiate league in the country. It is an all-volunteer organization that works tirelessly year-round to provide the community a summer full of free entertainment for the family. The Braves are a nonprofit association who relies solely on the donations of private citizens and sponsorships from local businesses. The first home game at Duran Park, located at the Upper Cape Tech High School campus, is on June 20th. All home games will start at 6 p.m. Monday, June 21st, the Bourne Council on Aging offers mobile dental appointments. Call 508-827-6725 for an appointment. June 26th is the annual Strawberry Festival and Fair at Aptucxet, hosted by the Bourne Historical Society. Get your delicious strawberry shortcakes for just $7. Monday, June 28th, the Bourne Council on Aging offers foot care with Dr. Gavigan for those 60 and older from 8:45 to 11 a.m. You can call 508-759-0600, extension 5300, for an appointment. The cost is $30 per visit. Friday, July 2nd, noon to 1, it's First Friday meetings with State Rep Stephen Zaros as he meets with Barnstable County Council on Aging groups to discuss important issues. Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Bourne Review. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time.